Good evening, viewers. This is BVI Channel 1. You're welcome back on the platform where we tell you undiluted truth. And on this program, Biafra Discourse, exclusive for Biafrans and lovers of freedom, those who believe in due process to self-determination agitation. And those who will be joining me will be coming from the customary de facto government of the Biafran people. So, before then, let me bring you up to speed with what is happening in Biafran land with respect to insecurity. Insecurity is beating man back and forth, and it is coming from the major source of insecurity, the open grazing by herdsmen who arm themselves with sophisticated weapons, ransacking villages, destroying farmland, killing people in the process, and it seems there is no help for the people. Today, we had it on the news, the reoccurrence of Ozowani situation. Ozowani situation became, I think in 2016, or thereabout, the killing of the people, the wailing of the women, the ransacking of the village. The governor then, Ugwani, came and was weeping along with the widows and victims of the attack. Made many promises that never came to light. As villages, farmland is being deserted, people weeping for the loss of their loved ones, the Biafran people kept asking, is there any hope? Is there any salvation? Genuinely, from those who are saddled with the responsibility of protecting lives and property. Let's take a brief from what the governor said when he arrived at the scene of that atrocity. I'm talking about the governor of Enugu State, Itamba, who made this comment. And afterwards, I'll bring in my guest to join me on this program. But don't forget, this is an interactive section. You have an opportunity to call in and be part of the program to make your own opinion known. Or you just drop a comment on the comment section, or you just simply sit back, watch, and share. Be part of the conversation that will shaping our society for good. So let us listen to the governor of Enugu State. I'll be right back.
The Commissioner for Agriculture, the member representing us in the State House of Assembly, the security, it's a tragedy that has befallen us as a government and the people of Enugu State. I want to let you know that Nimbo is not alone in this tragic act. We are all victims of this tragedy. But let me assure you that enough is enough. I don't think that we would allow our hospitality to be taken for granted. Okay? We are very hospitable people, but when we demonstrate hospitality, we expect our guests, people who have come to mingle with us, to also abide by the rules, to play by the rules, to obey the laws of our land. So a situation where our people would go to bed with their two eyes open must end. And it must end immediately. I don't think that we really do have any reason to exist as government if we cannot guarantee the safety of our people. Because the primary purpose of government is to guarantee the security and the well-being of its citizens. Okay, so we would have really no reason to exist as government if we cannot guarantee your safety. And I want to assure you that we are going to deploy everything within our powers. We're going to deploy the law, we're going to deploy the force, everything that is necessary in order for us to secure our people here. We will deploy them to ensure and guarantee your security. We're pained, we're truly pained by such dastardly killing. It's absolutely senseless that a people who are living quietly within their environment, you have people who would trespass, come into their locality and open fire on them. That is inexcusable, is unacceptable, and we are not going to stop at anything. We're going to identify, we're going to track these culprits. We're going to pursue them wherever they are. We're going to capture them, and we're going to make sure that we bring them to justice. We will not abandon you.
Thank you, sir.
We are with you all through. And I have also listened to you about the things you raise, making sure that the people of Nimbo are integrated in government. We're going to do just that. We're going to, your voice has been heard, okay? And I'm taking it back with me to Lion Building. I also would like to inform you that going forward, the government will be fully responsible for the hospital bill. The victim that is being treated that may need to go to orthopedic hospital, we would take care of that. We will make sure we'll take him to orthopedic and we will bear the cost of his treatment. All those victims of this dastardly act, we're also going to ensure that their suffering is abated. We're going to make sure for those whose kids are still young, we're going to award scholarship to those kids.
Wow.
And we're going to make sure that the kids do not suffer any more than they have by losing a father. We're going to ensure that they go to school, and those who need job, we're also going to give them job. So please let it be known that enough is enough, and that we will never have to go through this again. Thank you.
Yeah, that is the commentary coming from the governor of Enugu State, Peter Mba, in reaction to the attack on those who want the community. And those who will be joining me is Udowe from South Africa, and our big brother and father, a lover of his people, who will be joining us from United Kingdom. We just hope we've not lost them on the call, because network has been bad. But if you are there, if you are still there, please unmute yourself and join the program virtually. Then those of you who are watching live, you can make your comments as this program continues, but very briefly. And also, the lines are open for you to make your submission regarding what we're talking about tonight. And that is insecurity in the Southeast. Insecurity in the Southeast and the ban on open grazing. I was particularly involved during the 2016 attack, the morning, and the assurance from the then governor regarding the attack that it will not happen again. But we've seen it happen over and over again, not just in Imo State, but other states within the Biafran territory, especially the southeastern states. Now, the governor of Enugu State, Peter Mba, had assured once again the people of their security, because I'm glad to know that he knows that securing lives and property is the primary responsibility of any government. And if you fail on that, you fail in all. And the same goes to the governors of the Southeast. While we admonish them to put actions to their words, because their words are more or less sounding like a broken record. Their words are nothing more than a political statement. There is no sincerity of purpose and commitment attached to it. And the people are disheartened. The people have lost confidence. And I can tell you, many are seeking alternative measures to protect their lives. And I hope it will not transcend into something that not even the government will be comfortable with. Now, with respect to the discussion of the day, my own position while we wait for your calls to come in and those who are joining, I think someone has joined in. You can make your introduction quickly and unmute yourself, then you make your input, because we don't have too much time on this program. We are running behind schedule. And to those who are watching, you can just drop comment on the comment section. We'll take it from there and the discussion will continue. What is your take on this? But while we wait for others to join in, and in case you just joined in now, let me quickly bring to you what the governor said once more, some flashpoint of what he said, and I'll be right back. Don't go away.
The Commissioner for Agriculture, the member representing us in the State House of Assembly, the security, it's a tragedy that has befallen us as a government and the people of Enugu State. I want to let you know that Nimbo is not alone in this tragic act. We are all victims of this tragedy. But let me assure you that enough is enough. I don't think that we would allow our hospitality to be taken for granted. Okay? We are very hospitable people, but when we demonstrate hospitality, we expect our guests, people who have come to mingle with us, to also abide by the rules, to play by the rules, to obey the laws of our land. So a situation where our people will go to bed with their two eyes open must end. And it must end immediately. I don't think...
Let's just cut it off from there and allow those who are joining us to be part of the program. We'll have someone who is joining visually. Please introduce yourself. If you can hear me, unmute yourself. I don't think you can hear me. I have to bring them back again. But in case you're just watching, you can call 0810-4545-533 to be part of the program. 0810-4545-533 is the number to call to be part of the program tonight. We're talking about insecurity, the impact it is making, and the ban on open grazing. Ban on open grazing or ban on open grazing is what the government of the Southeast had done in the past, and they come up with a memorandum or a statement that they are banning officially open grazing. But since then, it seems that nothing has been done, and the people are asking, where is their government? So the boiling point, Uzu one, as we are discussing it tonight. What is your take on it? We have been at the forefront of the campaign to ban open grazing, because that is the gateway through which this menace is happening. There is no place around the world you still have open grazing being practiced. The nomadic cattle rearing is an outdated and now the most dangerous system of rearing cows in anywhere or any part of the world, as we are observing in Nigeria, which has become the major source of insecurity. Thousands or hundreds of thousands of Nigerians have died or either been maimed and millions displaced because of the activities of the marauders of cattle, or never sincerely not giving it a lip service by the government in place, or the issue of people saying, we are committed to protecting the southeast, but yet we are plunged with continuous continuous setback and sad stories of the continuous killing and ransacking of our villages. Now, you happen to be here in Enugu joining me on the phone. Good evening and welcome to the program.
All over the world.
You can speak louder so we can hear you, please.
Can you hear me?
Yes, go on. Your submission.
I say good evening to you, Chinedu, and good evening everybody watching us all over the world. Hello, Chinedu, can you hear me?
Go on, we can hear you.
Okay. Sorry, what's your submission? Sorry, update me with your current discussion.
I didn't get you say.
I said update me. What submission?
We are talking about the ban on open grazing and insecurity with what happened in Ozu one. I think you and I was part of those who went to that Ozu one for that very occasion of mass burial of the community that were victims of these herdsmen.
Correct, you are right. I was there with you a few years ago when the villagers were massacred by the Fulani herdsmen. Me and you with other members of Biafra de facto customary government were there, to sympathize with the families of those who lost their beloved ones. Funny enough, the governor then, the then governor of Enugu State, Governor Ugu Anyi, came there and he was crying like a baby. I felt so bad. I feel ashamed of myself. It's unfortunate. Anyway, to my submission, it is unfortunate. It's funny that the present governors we have in Southeast do not have the needed ball to do the right thing for the people. What do I mean by the ball? Like Governor of Anambra State, anti-open grazing bill. Anti-open grazing law is effective. Yeah, it's the law. It's law in Anambra State. Passed into law by the former previous administration headed by Governor Obiano. Professor Soludo, when he came on board last year, he promised that the law will be enforced.
Yeah.
And we believed him, knowing that he is a man of courage. There is the man who says something and go about doing it, no matter who's ours is God. But you know, after some months up to this moment, the law has not been enforced. Chinedu, I do not know what is wrong. Perhaps something is wrong somewhere. Why these governors are refusing to do the needful. These governors knew that farmers could not go to their farmlands because of the activities of the Fulani herdsmen. These governors knew that the masses of Enugu cannot fully move around their vicinities because of these herdsmen. And these governors have access to developed economy. These governors have traveled all over the world. Like our own governor here, Governor Soludo, I am convinced that the man is a global personality. I am convinced that he has traveled up to 42 countries of the world, as he told us during the campaign. No country in the world still allow cow and cattle to move about the street. If not for the sake of farmers, it is punishing those cows. It is punishing them. In 21st century, what is obtainable, what is done, is to keep those cattle in cattle ranches. That is what we have. That is obtainable currently. So I do not know why human beings that call themselves governors could allow such to happen. Even when the president of Nigeria today is a Yoruba man, is no longer a Fulani man. Even when the chief of army staff is a Yoruba man, why are they still scared of stopping these Fulanis from moving their cattle here and there? Why not build and develop ranches everywhere? Why not enforce the law? The law is already in place. Who are they afraid of? Chinedu, I do not know. Maybe they have skeleton in their cupboards.
To be honest,
they have something that
said it all in the it's really terrible to see what is happening, and also seeing the governor of Enugu coming forward to give once again mouth-watering promises, making political statements that has nothing to do with action attached to it regarding the ban on open grazing. It's terrible. I can't phantom it. It's terrible that we have irresponsible governors in the southeast region who do not care about their primary role as a government. Or if they're having a big issue that they are not telling the people, they should come forward and be bold enough to address it. Who is cajoling them, or who is making them or stopping them from doing the needful? Yorubas did it, heaven did not fall. The former governor of Benue State did it, and is still in force in Benue State. Heaven did not fall. Why the Southeast governors are lagging behind and allowing our people to continuously be slaughtered every day, here and there. And this whole thing is having serious impact on food crisis in the Southeast. Food security can no longer be guaranteed. The farmers are no longer going to their farms. They are being mowed, their cash crop destroyed and fed to the cows in a country where animals have more right than the citizens. Then people have justification to agitate, to opt out from the system that is designed to destroy them. But the only way we can do that, and I continue admonishing completely to be well, from doing the right thing? Do you think in the BC that there is something that is really cajoling or stopping the Southeast governor from taking the bulls by the horn with regards to this ban on open grazing? Is there anything you think that could be the reason they are not doing that, or simply playing to the gallery or to the dictates of those who actually the owners of Nigeria, as they call themselves? NDBC, just do that very quickly so we can wrap up the program.
Chinedu, they cannot be acting so ignorant. Sorry, they cannot be all this. They cannot be indifferent in this situation, knowing how important food production is to the masses of the southeastern Nigeria. I mean, southeastern region. So, is they know what is holding them, and to me, I'm not there. I cannot claim that I exactly know why they are not enforcing this law. But all what I should say is that they have skeleton in their cupboard, meaning that there is something they are hiding.
I agree with you.
There is something they are hiding. But why I'm surprised is that even if they are hiding something, the president of Nigeria presently is a Yoruba man. He's no longer a Fulani man. So why are they afraid? Who are they afraid of? Is he the director of DSS, or the chief of army staff, or 82 army commanders in Southeast? Who exactly are they afraid of? Seriously, Chinedu, I do not know. The other thing I have to say is that these people don't care for the masses, because they believe that the masses are not organized, and they believe that they catapulted themselves in office through money or through godfathers. Therefore, you know that some so-called elites in Anambra State have connections with the Fulani buccaneers or Fulani politicians who gave them oil well, or who gave them connections and who gave them access to power and access to money. So they are still committed to those promises, old promises. So, like I said, there is something we do not know, but we can guess. You can always guess that whatever that thing may be, they are not working for the interest of the people. They are working for personal interest of their friends in the northern Nigeria. This is much I can say for now.
Thank you so much, NDBC, for your submission, and thank you to those who have watched and stayed this far. We will continue bringing this program to you, but before I go, I have to bring the comments of some people who have dropped their comment on the comment section, as that's the tradition of this program. We bring your submission to the viewership. James Ado said, ban on open grazing is long overdue. The people have paid dearly with their lives and limbs. Let the people break, for Christ's sake. That is from James Ado. And we have Ugi Ngokwe, who said, Enugu people, Peter Mba is lying to you. You've not started to be killed by Fulanis. This is what he agreed with the Fulanis to be installed as the governor. That is an insinuation for now, as alleged that he is giving out land for Ruga, or whatever they call it, for the head. From the statement of the governor, he made mention accommodative, being having that hospitality, the Enugu people, and the headmen, the headers that had been killing people in Enugu State is not taking that hospitality for granted. and they are now crossing the red line, and it is enough is enough. Let us hope truly if that will be enough is enough and not a political statement. The discussion tonight, and the discussion will continue. Association of the Peters, and hoping to have you guys back